Houston, the land of sprawling highways and towering skylines, a city of energy, ambition, and movement. Home to the space pioneers, the oil magnates, and the dreamers chasing the next big horizon. As a Houston native, I can firmly say, from the historic port of Galveston to the cutting-edge medical centers of the Texas Medical Center, Houston thrives in motion. Always pushing forward, always reaching higher. But what if the city's energy, its rhythm, and its demand for precision extended to the skies? What if there was an airline built not just to move people, but to move them with purpose, with speed and unrelenting commitment to excellence? A carrier designed for those who live in Houston time. A carrier that will provide on-demand excellence with the tap of a button. Hello, my name is First Officer Bones, and you're going to come along with me to start a Part 135 airline with $90 million in starting capital. Let's take a look at our starting financial situation. This is our initial financial report. At this time, no charter revenue has been yet generated. The aircraft are fully operational and certified. That just recently occurred. Crews are hired and in training rotation right now as we speak. Headquarter construction is set up and complete. Dispatch and maintenance systems are now active, and company is positioned for initial charter and launch operations, which we are. Our initial capital started off with $90 million USD. This is $90 million of private founder capital and aircraft acquisition funding. After I acquired the Part 135 airline, we got two Cessna Citation X's, so that's what we're going to be starting with. We have one named Houston 1 and two named Spindle. I repainted and branded the aircraft for about $980, an interior executive refurbishment, more on that later, for about $1.15, a Collins Pro Line avionics update for about $920, as well as both aircraft now have auto throttle. I installed GoGo Wi-Fi for about $140, as well as all the other FAA acceptance and delivery costs costing around $210. The total aircraft investment costing around $27 million. Since we're not dealing with a lot of cash here, we have to utilize our aircraft. It's strategic. With that being said, Spindle is equipped with Starlink Wi-Fi and over-water equipment, allowing Spindle to serve over-water routes while Houston 1 serves inland routes. With our total fleet acquisition value being $54,800,000, we can move on over to our headquarters. We are headquartered in 8860 Telephone Road, which is just right across the street from Houston Hobby Airport. Our headquarters currently contains some of the simple stuff. Operations center controls, we have crew briefing rooms, etc. Though I have splurged on our simulator program. We have two Cessna Citation Level D simulators, as well as classrooms for pilots, allowing us to train our pilots in-house. It's cheaper in the long run. Those two simulators cost $3.9 a pop. Ugh, that's gonna sting. The total training division costs about $9.7 to get up, with the total HQ investment costing about $9.8. Due to our headquarters and lobby, which will act as our passenger terminal being across the street from William P. Hobby Airport, we are going to need some ground transportation. I left this job to the CFO to go find someone to contract, just a cheap little contract for customers. And he went out and bought two executive Mercedes vans and another charter crew bus. And he had to customize it and add ramp access modifications, costing around $690. Absolutely wonderful CFO. He is just amazing with my money, isn't he? In terms of maintenance, we have a contract with someone at William P. Hobby. In terms of our engine program reserve, we have about 1.9 set over for that. Scheduled inspection reserve is about 780. Unscheduled maintenance, we have about 1.4. And spare parts inventory is about 620. Our current company value is now sitting at 81.9. I hired about 65 employees. That should get the whole operation running there. We had to pay about 4.5 in regulatory cost. And our current capital position being with the aircraft fleet costing 54.8, headquarter development costing 9.8, simulator division costing roughly 9.7, ground fleet costing 690, ground reserve costing around 4.7, regulatory cost costing around 4.5. Our total deployed capital is 80. That puts us at 5.7 in remaining operational liquidity. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. With that being said, you might be asking, First Officer Bones, what even is the airline? Well, founded by me and what began with a quiet acquisition of a Part 135 certificate based out of Houston, that operation consisted of a little more than a dormant operating authority. They did hold a small office near Telephone Road and a handful of surviving industry contracts that they conveniently dropped behind after the previous ownership collapsed. Rather than building a charter company from scratch in the ground up, which is completely impossible, I used my own personal private capital to purchase that certificate and restructure the operation and began assembling a new executive carrier designed around speed, discipline, and Gulf Coast business travel. Over the following months, 2 Cessna Citation aircraft were sourced through separate corporate resale transactions and brought to Houston for refurbishment, painting, and avionics standardization, while dispatch systems, maintenance programs, and operating manuals were rebuilt from scratch. No, literally, guys, we are doing everything real here. Real finance, real procedures, real manuals, real everything. I've been working on this for a while. The fruit of that work being a premium Gulf Coast charter operation built to move executives faster and more reliably than commercial alternative. And as the aircraft emerged, graphite gray and metallic silver, the company would finally receive the name that would define its future. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to Part 135 of the future, Gulf Meridian Air. Gulf Meridian Air delivers premium executive charter solutions throughout North America and the Gulf region. Operating a fleet of high-speed Citation X aircraft, Gulf Meridian specializes in time-critical business aviation, being the Uber of the sky, so to speak, with a focus on reliability, discretion, and operational excellence. Well, from the energy corridor of Texas to the financial centers of the East Coast, Gulf Meridian Air provides seamless private travel around the demands of modern business. Well, with that being said, that's enough talking. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Callsign TOMBALL.